See, things have come to head, time out for scare you, scary route today. And follow us down Courage Lane, they cages in, break down the gates. We want all the smoke, like we chiefin' on a pound a day. But not talking intoxicating rage, not this is far more tragic than what's comprehended. This has got to stop, I don't understand everything as a man. I'm authorized by God to make this petition. Believe it, especially when you hate and aim to kill a man.
TOTB. Welcome back to the Thinking Outside the Box podcast. We have made it yet another week. For some reason, they're keeping us on these airways, man. Maybe we're doing something right, you know. So welcome back to the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys for tuning in. Be sure you subscribe, like, and comment. Also share the podcast on the DTV network and on YouTube, TOTB_show, right? You can find us each and every week talking all this good stuff that we talk. Be sure you subscribe, man. Thank you guys for the love and support. We are definitely at you guys and we love y'all. Of course, you see we got a full house today.
Full house.
It is about to be one of those shows, ladies and gentlemen. So before we get to our guests, of course, I got to let the men of Thinking Outside the Box, introduce themselves and tell you where you can find you. Of course, all the way over there to my right, the philosopher himself, B Scholar. Say what's up to him. Where can they find you, bro?
Shout out to Black_Scholar00
Yes, sir.
at Instagram.
You know it. The Moolah man himself, man. Y'all already know who he is, man. Tell him what's up.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? You can find me at Moolah Monster Collections on Instagram. Check me out.
There it is. The man all the way over there needs no introduction. Mr. Holy Grind himself. Say what's up to the people, bro.
What's going on, great people? You can catch me at Holy Grind on Instagram or Holy Grind-H Grinds on Facebook. Blessings.
There it is. And of course, I am Reggie moving forward. You can find me at the NASSOCIETY on Instagram. And we are
Thinking Outside the Box.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have the honor and privilege of having lovely ladies on the show today to talk about something so big. Let's give them a big hand clap, man, for joining us.
Yes.
Right here to the left of me, if you guys follow my podcast, the Not Society Podcast, you may hear a voice, right? There is a voice that's on my show that talks a lot of controversial stuff, but it is none other than Miss Yana. Tell them what's up, where can they find you?
You can find me at Perfection Is You. That is PERFEKTIONIZU on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, everything. It's all the same.
I love it.
Sure.
Please follow that show, man. She's hilarious on the show, for real. Also, to the right of me, also, if you follow the show, you may notice someone that comments a lot and says a lot of controversial stuff on the comments. That would be this young lady right here next to me, man. Please tell them what's up. Where can they find you?
What's up, people? I can be found on Instagram. Don't judge me. Forever_Shanae.
Whoa.
That's a real name, by the way.
I love it.
Whoa.
Don't judge me. It's a move.
It's the whole movement, man. Thank you for joining the show.
No doubt.
And right next to her, if you think this one's something, this is her sister. They're just alike. Thank you for coming on the show. And where can they find you?
You can find me. Hi. You can find me at just Facebook. My name Lashay. Instagram is Shay0207.
There it is. Ladies and gentlemen, this is about to be one of those shows that I want you to listen to every word that everybody says on it, because I really feel like this topic can help a lot of relationships. A lot of people that's looking for anything that you're looking for in the dating pool. But of course, I'm not going to be the person to say it. Grind is the person that always introduces the topics the best way. So only Grind. Tell them what we're talking about today.
I don't know about the best way, but maybe I'll do it in a way that is receptive. Because sometimes we can come off a little, combative or controversial.
Mm-hmm.
But today, what we really want to talk about is we want to know. We got a question we're going to raise, and it's the reason we got these three beautiful young ladies up here with us on today, is can a woman truly be satisfied?
Oh, man.
Can a woman truly be satisfied?
We want to know.
We want to know. So when I ask that question, the first thing was like, what comes to mind? This is for the ladies. Any one of y'all is free to answer the question. What do you think we mean when we say can a woman truly be satisfied?
It can go into a lot of different variations, right? And the reason why we brought up this topic because, first of all, you know, let's give a shout out. Rest in peace to DMX, man. You know, one of the I think one of the top 5, you know, rappers of all time. You know, brother lost his life, and he had a very controversial song that kind of like, you know, stood the test of time. And I don't think a lot of people understood the meaning of it, and probably don't understand the answer to the question. And the song was what these
really want
women
bitches.
what they really want from a man, what they really want, right? So Brian brought up the question, Brian brought up the topic. So we're going to ask the ladies, can a woman really be satisfied? That could be finances, that could be sexual, that could be just mentally, you know. Can a woman truly be satisfied? So in order to answer that question, let's ask one of the ladies. Miss Yana,
we definitely can't answer it.
What does satisfaction look to you? How does that look to you with a man?
Okay. Well, in my experience, I've been married, not once, but twice, but 3 times. Once to the same person, well, twice to the same person, then one right there, right?
Okay.
And so for me, when I think of like what satisfaction looks like, what that looks like for me, it's impossible.
Okay.
Look at that.
Yeah.
The reason why I say it's impossible is because I have not ran into a person that can do everything that I require. And so for me, it's very difficult to say I can be satisfied. Now, I can be content.
Okay.
But not fully satisfied, no.
I was gonna
I can be
piggyback
content
off
though.
that.
I can chill with it. But it's more. And so I have not encountered a person that can give me the most or do the most.
What is it though? What's the most?
I am not by definition a submissive woman. I've never been submissive to a man, and so for me, I don't think I can be satisfied until I can meet a man that can actually get me to be a submissive woman.
Oh.
Well, hold on, Paul. Yeah. We got the pause on that for a minute, right?
I'm with you.
So she really wasn't really eligible to be playing that.
But you talking about the role before, prior.
Right. That's what I'm talking about.
So now, but then again, she was because you made the statement that you think it's impossible. But then you just said, until I can find a man to make me want to submit. So it is possible.
I mean, it's been impossible thus far.
Right. She
okay, so that's what we're saying. Exactly.
I've never been, and I've been married 3 times.
Right, but which is understandable
and
because
I've had a few boyfriends and like a fiance.
What was that word?
Fiance.
Okay.
Let me say this. I'm gonna say this, which that's acceptable because a lot of times as men, you know, if you ain't stepping up to the plate, you know what I'm saying, to make them want to be submissive to you, which we know we.
Hold on a second, Grant. Real second. What does submissive mean? Because we could be talking about a whole bunch of different topics. So I don't really want to get lost.
So get into submissive first.
Like let's first define it, and then we could explain on it. Because to me, submission means agreement.
I subscribe to that.
That me and the female partner that we could agree.
But a part of you saying that they have to agree.
No.
No. Give me a second. The part of that is that it's not her idea.
Well, hold on a second. No, I didn't say agreement.
Right.
That didn't say me or you. That just said once me and you come together, once we get an agreement, then we move forward. But I didn't define what it was.
So that's more so of a question. So
right.
Do you?
Is that what your definition is?
No, it's her definition because she said submission.
Right.
So do you feel that that's legit as far as a definition of what you see as submission?
But we have to get to the point where I'm even at agreement with you because agreement is that it was a mutual idea or a mutual idea. For me in my past relationships and situationships is that I have been the leader. And so it's difficult for me to submit I'm the man
let's not let it go
the
too
person
far.
wearing the pants.
What he's saying is my definition is agreement.
I mean,
no, hold on, hear me out 1 second. What is your understanding?
My understanding is being able to allow a man to lead.
Okay, so that's different than what I'm saying.
Well, I agree. I feel it. So they go back to what I was saying. So basically, You just saying it hasn't been that yet. You haven't seen that yet where a man has stepped up to the plate to make you say, I want to submit to him as the leader.
I've never met anybody that I'm like,
I feel on that though.
Don't hold on.
Wait, hold on. Let me say, and I'll tell you why I say that. I feel on that because we know as men, and I ain't bashing the men, but you know a lot of men, we fall short when it come to making our women feel secure. We're playing games.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Hold on. So let me finish. So, because see, when she first talked, and I'm gonna be honest, when she first talked, all I heard was me. She was like, it ain't what I want. But then she changed when she said, I just haven't found the right one to make me want to submit. So now she's taking the I out of it and saying, I ain't selfish about it though. If he gonna step up and do right, I'm willing to let him take the lead.
What I'm about to say, you know, we can't, you know.
I watch your show, I'm familiar.
No, what I'm saying is, it's like, we can't fill in the blanks. That's what we just did.
No, she said.
No, that's what I'm trying to say. You saying she ain't never met no man that could lead.
She said that.
She said it, but you don't know what she talking about, in what context is she talking about lead. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me
She didn't say lead though. Wait, because that's what you take. Let me just say this and I'm gonna let you finish. She didn't say I didn't meet a man that couldn't lead. She said I haven't met because I was challenging her on her contradiction. And she said, well, what I meant to say was I haven't met a man yet who makes me want to submit. Want to. That's key. That's different from I ain't found a man that can lead. She said, I haven't met a man that makes me want to submit. So that means I'm willingly submitting to him.
But listen.
Is this the difference between enforcement?
Hold on.
Exactly.
Y'all making it like a rocket science. You know, it ain't. She dating like the wrong people.
There you go.
That's all it is. She dating the wrong people. You know what I'm saying? You might, listen, if you've been dating for a while and you haven't been submissive to a man, either you dating the wrong people or you might want a girl.
Well, I mean, I could do that.
Okay,
just keep it 1,000.
What we gonna do? This is thinking outside the box. This is thinking outside the box. Definitely thinking outside the box.
Might be submissive to a woman.
Let's take it over here. Okay. Candace, both of you guys actually. We'll talk once again. Everybody that's tuning in, thank you for joining us. We're talking about a topic about can a woman truly be submissive, and really actually asking the question, what do women really look for? What do they want in a relationship, in a spouse, and longevity and compatibility and things like that, right? I want to ask both of you guys, and you can take your turn. What do you guys look for in a man that you may have not found or that you're looking for?
Well, look, I want to take it back to the women being fully satisfied.
Okay.
I'm thinking outside the box.
It is.
Me, past relationships, we could be fully satisfied, but we got to be satisfied with ourselves first.
Talk.
That's a number one problem with women.
Okay.
We're not satisfied with ourselves first. So we look for it within a man. It's communication. Sis, they can't read our mind. So unless we satisfied within ourselves first, we'll never be fully satisfied. Never.
Oh, that's big there.
I mean, secure within ourselves. Yeah, I believe that.
You know how big that is?
That's huge, though.
Because if a woman is satisfied in herself, and now
she can fully submit.
And not only fully submit though, she could be everything he needs to be.
That's right.
Because she's confident in herself. So even when he lack at, she can help build his confidence. That's where it's not just about a me and you. Like, look, if I'm satisfied with myself, I'm willing to submit to you. So guess what? Now when you weak at, listen, what you got to feel weak about if I'm following you? You know what I'm saying? I'm confident in me. If I'm willing to follow you, what that say about you? Pick your head up.
There you go.
King.
But that's the problem. A lot of women don't do that. If you confident in yourself, sometimes they look at him like he's now the problem because she's confident in herself instead of trying to pick that man up.
Yeah, sometimes
I do. Yeah, definitely. A lot of times. Definitely.
What's big about that is that we live in, y'all know how I talk about the society we live in and things like that, right? We live in such a society where the women have such a male-dominant personality where they feel like they can do things on their own. I can do this. I can pay my own bills. I can pay my own meal. I can do, So when it comes to a woman in a dating pool and she has her own car, crib, paying her own bills, taking on, all this stuff, and a man is coming to her saying, look, I'm the man. I want you to submit to me. It's a clash. You see what I'm saying?
But
you know,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
But the problem is honestly this age, social media, because I can guarantee you, we can say all day long, I could pay my own bills. I could pay my own bills. I could do this. I could do that. But behind closed doors, we want a man.
Come on now.
I can guarantee
got
that.
some truth on this show.
Y'all heard that?
We got some truth on it.
There you go.
I definitely want.
That's
But the problem is a lot of that independence come from that's what you want a dude to be your security, to have your back, help you with the bills, whatever the case is.
Preach.
A lot of people nowadays, men feel like you getting over on them when they helping you. So you have no choice but to get that independent attitude that I can do it myself.
We dropping some gems on this show.
That's
okay.
deep.
Wow.
Because we know a lot of guys like that who do feel like that. They
Absolutely.
feel like
Because what you're not going to say is that I begged you to do shit and nothing for me. So that's where the independent attitude comes from.
So we can all agree there's no such thing as an independent woman?
Hell yeah, it is.
You believe so?
What is the definition of a true independent woman, though?
A woman that functions on her own.
That don't need a man?
There's no independent men either because men don't function on their own.
Exactly. Hold on.
Whoa.
Hold on, wait a minute. Let me say this.
Repeat that so our viewers
I
can
mean, so when
she said.
I'm sorry. The reason why I'm saying this is because it's always a moment where it's men or women are this and men are that. No, there's no independent women. There's no independent men. So if at the end of the day, sexually, spiritually, all of that, you need the women. We receive it, and so we're receiving that. So independently, I'm not doing this by myself. And so you're giving it independently. You're not doing this by yourself. You can't have intimate times or financial times or hard times without having your mate there.
Now, you clicked that up real good because at first he said it is independent.
But I'm saying and the reason why I said that it will be if we're not saying that men are independent. Like
exactly. So that's what I was finna say. Exactly what you said.
Yeah.
Ain't no such thing as no independent woman or no independent man. What's success if you ain't got nobody to share with?
Right.
You know, so we can't do nothing in this world without the other. Whether you need somebody to help you with your bills, whether you need somebody to help you get what you want, whether you need somebody to stroke your ego, whether you need men and women to recreate. You know what I'm saying? Life. So I mean, it's no such thing as independent. We all need somebody. That's why we here on TOTB together. Otherwise, if you could do it by yourself, it'd just be one person.
But it seems like the more independent the women try to be, the less they are submissive.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's really what it be. That's why when you see these women talking about, oh, I'm independent, them the ones who not going to be submissive once you get with them. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes because they already up here on, they don't need a nigga for shit.
But it's not necessarily that they up here. It's that they have tried to be submissive multiple times and it didn't work. So now you got a wall up because you tired of trying.
Yeah. So but you dating the wrong niggas. See, that's why I go back to.
I ain't denying that, brother.
No, I'm just keeping.
I ain't denying that at all.
Dating the wrong people, it is a curse to that. You know, because you start getting attracted to that, those type of people. And then when you meet somebody else, you say, oh, he a lame, he a square, and you missing out on your soulmate. You know what I'm saying?
But is that pick that broad though? That's the question. Then let's ask that question. Is the option that broad? Did you have a man who's willing to be this? To them and for them.
For me,
do y'all feel like it's a shortage?
For me, where I'm at in my life, I have 3 teenage children. I'm educated. I have a great career. I have my own car. I got my own crib. Word to just that whole song, right? And so for me, when I meet guys, I personally don't want to be a stepmama for no little babies. That's going to automatically X you out.
Dang.
I don't want nobody that cannot have PTO when I get PTO. Why? Because I travel, so we're out. Like, these are things, like, in my independence.
Hold on, but pause a minute.
These are things for me.
You have children.
I know. My baby's 15.
No, but regardless of how old, so you gonna come in and charge him with felonies and you?
No.
That's true.
I'm saying little kids like
no, but not. I mean,
no matter kids is kids. It don't matter kids is
short
kids.
You get what I'm saying?
So let me ask this. Okay, so let me ask this, just based off what both of y'all was saying.
Yeah.
So are you saying that should be the standard, or are you just saying that's where I'm at in my life right now?
That's me personally. That's not for women.
But that shouldn't be the standard, though. Wait, let me ask this. Should that be the standard?
One of my requirements is that if I'm a step parent, I am almost empty nesting. It would be unfair to me for me to link up with somebody with a very small child, and you want me to help you.
No, okay. So let me clarify this. Let me clarify.
You want me to be in this relationship with you, but you got this little baby, and I'm like,
okay. So
let me watch your baby while we.
I got two aspects. I just want to raise this question.
And you gotta let us drive too.
I'll let you drive. I'm gonna let you drive. Two aspects, done. Two aspects, and I'm done. Right. So. First question would it be different if you had a little child?
I don't know, because my baby 15.
But when your child was 7, would you be okay with meeting somebody who had a 7-year-old child?
Yeah, because now we're matching.
Okay, so that's not the standard. That's just your preference right now.
That's my all the time preference.
No, because you just said early on if they were 7, they were 7.
What I'm saying is my baby's 15. I cannot see myself dating somebody with a 3-year-old.
Right, but if you had a 3-year-old, could you see yourself with somebody else?
You see, I can't never see what you're saying.
Why? You had a 3-year-old before.
She's saying she's not going to allow her mind can't wrap around that.
I can't even go back.
See, people don't look at that.
You can't do that math.
I can't do the math that you're doing.
Okay,
so you can't do that math.
This the last one.
Well, you shouldn't. You know what?
So what if he gave?
That's her preference. Listen, that's her preference. That's what she wants.
Yeah.
You know. But she shouldn't hold his kid against him.
No.
So you shouldn't even say that.
But that means he's better for the next lady.
Exactly.
Right.
So that ain't your attraction.
That's not my attraction.
So you would be willing.
You shouldn't be dating him.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
And you would be willing to let all good that he got just for that.
So then she really shouldn't be saying she meeting the wrong kind because.
I never said I met the
wrong kind. No, I'm just saying. I'm talking about to you when you saying you dating the wrong kind. You dating your category. You know what I mean? Because it's simple math around here, right? You know,
But she up front, honest, saying she ain't finna be putting no baby bottles in no babies.
I got all that, but listen. Okay, I'm sorry about that. You don't want to push the carrots around here, but you expect him to read and write too. You know, we had a deficit around here. What I'm saying is like that go back to submission. Submission meaning agreement. Basically, what you saying is you ain't finna give yourself no extra work. You ain't finna be doing no jumping jacks and no push-ups. Yeah. But you want that next man to come in and be able to do all of these things just to get you on board.
That just means I have to be equally yoked with my partner.
Yeah.
And so you want a man with you.
So this
he can have children.
No, because yoke means...
No, he can have children. I cannot... I personally am not looking for anyone with smaller children because I'm almost an empty nester. And because I had my first baby when I was 18, I've been a parent from 18 to 38. And so for me, when my babies, because one is already in college, I got 2 more getting ready to go. For me, that's going to be my Stella.
So what's important to realize, once again, everybody, thank you guys for tuning in. Be sure you comment, please comment on what everybody is talking about right now, right? We're talking about the word satisfaction, the word, being submission and being, Yana used the word being content, right? And she explained her things that she's looking for and her requirements, right? So, Shay, what are your requirements in dating right now? Do you have any deal breakers, or is this something that you're just open to?
None.
Okay.
I like that.
There it is.
Now, the only reason why I say that is because, to go back what he was saying, picking the wrong man. That's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
We picking. Let this man walk into your life.
Right.
Because this is my thing. At the end of the day, like you said, people might do have preferences I don't want, because my kids are 16, 14, and 12.
Mm-hmm.
Literally. So to have to be like, man, I don't want to deal with somebody who got a 2-year-old, 3-year-old. This could be my soulmate.
That's right.
And I am not about to let you walk away from me because you got a baby. Guess what? Well, damn it, we about to be changing some habits. God damn it. Because I'm not gonna put no preference on nothing in your life. Because honestly, just like I had a 2-year-old.
Yeah.
And now you have a 2-year-old. So we just gonna.
Are you open to having are you open to having more children of your own? Like if you met a man and he was like, I want to have a baby.
My husband.
Right, no, if you met somebody and y'all got married and he was like, I want to have a baby. You would have another baby.
Yes.
Make them commit.
See, for me, that like I don't want it.
Oh, you couldn't. You ain't that dog ain't gonna hunt no more.
Baby.
Okay, I'm just.
The streets is open, but the block is closed. So,
Stop it, man.
Ain't no more rabbits for her.
so no, like when questions like that, I'm just like, that's for me. Like why I'm like, I can't see me doing little kids.
Right.
I made a doctor's appointment to say I don't want to have any more babies.
Funny as hell.
Candace.
That's what you like. So that you, hey, listen. if a female say she want a guy who makes 6 figures, that's her preference. That's what she wants.
That's nothing wrong with requirements, right?
You know what I'm saying? That means,
No.
But that's
That
why a
means-
lot of them
that means it's a
the
percentage of
perfect
men
man.
Right,
that's out there that you gotta go looking for.
And it's
very
nothing
few.
wrong with requirements, but that's why you're gonna spend half your life trying to find it.
Facts.
Because the man's still the same.
Because that might be what's better for you. In the long run, you never know. That might be just what's better for you.
Let's take off Ray.
Now, I got a
I'm
question.
with you, Greg.
I got a question for the ladies.
Go ahead.
I got a question for the ladies. As a woman, what do you guys bring to the table when it comes down to when y'all want a man who's gonna do this for y'all and all this? What do y'all bring to the table?
Okay, that's fair. Anybody can
Okay,
go.
let me
Stability.
first say.
Hold on, won't start with Shay.
No. Go ahead.
Stability,
What else?
motivation.
Okay.
I'm here to motivate you. So
Okay.
anything
We
that I
need that.
see,
Okay.
anything that I see you lacking in, like you said, I'm your girl. So we motivated. So you don't have time to soak. No, get up. We gonna get this.
Okay.
Biggest cheerleader.
So,
That's
Shay,
what
can
it's
I
supposed to be.
translate? When you say stability, that means like when I come home every day, I'll see you.
You gonna see me?
Like, no, but I'm trying to understand what the word stability means. Like when he said when you bring it to the table,
She gonna keep it locked down.
she gonna
keep everything.
She gonna
locked
hold
down.
me down.
That's right.
Right, and,
Yeah,
and,
that's
and
the melody.
motivate me. Like if I'm depressed or something like that, you gonna lift me
I ain't
up.
gonna give you no. We ain't got time for depression in my house.
Okay,
We
I'm just
here.
trying to make sure.
You got
because
stability and motivation.
I want the
I
public.
like those two. What about
Right.
you, Candace?
Can't really follow up behind that right there.
Shit,
It's a lot.
If it's the same, it's the same. Ain't nothing wrong with a double portion.
Ain't
I'm
nothing
just
wrong with a
saying.
little bit of couple of encouragement around here,
Hey,
right?
I guess, I mean, what she said.
That part.
Ain't nothing else you think you can bring to the table, like, income?
I mean, of course.
Okay.
Gotta
we
get to the
waiting to
bag.
hear.
Gotta get to the bag for sure.
Okay.
I mean, me personally, what I feel like I can provide to somebody, like she said, stability, security, something a man who dealing with me ain't never got to worry about. You ain't never got to wonder if I'm cheating on you. When I'm yours, I'm yours. That's it.
Loyalty.
That part.
Facts. Loyalty mean everything to me.
And we are a classy show, but I mean, hey, we talking about marrying somebody, hey, you know me. If you're gonna be a freak for me too, ain't nothing wrong with that at all.
Sexiness.
I'm with all of that.
We do the sexiness.
I'm with all of that.
Okay. What you got, Yana?
I bring a business, and so in relationships, I think that it gets confusing because finances is a thing, right? And so somebody has to be able to coordinate our finances in this business. And so if we're in a relationship, you are the CEO, you're gonna make the moves, but I'm here to be your finance, your secretary, and all of those things. But also, if you need me to flip it up for you, when we doing sex stuff, I'm gonna flip it up for you and I'm gonna do it amazing. Because again, this is a business, so we're gonna have all departments handled. But I can say that in my past, I have brought a sense of companionship and support in a different type of way.
Okay.
And so a lot of times in dealing with relationships, we as women, we take on, again, we're takers. We're going to take on everything. But then we forget that while we motivating you, are we motivating you but not giving you constructive criticism?
And we need that.
But that's motivation too.
But see, a part of that,
motivation.
sometimes women fall into a place where it's like, I want to tell him, I'm going to make this fictitious story up. I want to tell my 45-year-old boyfriend that rapping is not where he's at right now.
Mm.
But can I tell him this and him not spaz out on me? And so how do you learn how to be able to eloquently say that without tarnishing a man's ego.
Communication
But I
is
can't
the
be with
biggest
somebody
key.
that I can't talk to.
Yeah.
If I can't talk to you and
Communication,
tell
right.
you what's going on, what's the problem, how I feel, and you can't receive that, that's a problem.
And we got to be okay with disagreeing too.
Absolutely.
You got to be okay with disagreeing. You got the right to say your piece.
I shouldn't even feel comfortable enough to like you said, your thing is the business.
I'm all
I don't. You can't be my CEO, but in my head, I'm saying, can I tell you something? No, you running this business. I should be able to tell you anything.
But when you say that you're to support a man and it's certain energies, depression can't be in your house. When a man's ego is pressed, or I don't know if you've been married before.
No.
But man goes to work. Man works all day. Man at the end of the day loses his job. Man comes home and those bills that were sitting on the table when he left for work are still sitting there. And now man is like, how? Because now I need to be the supporter for my family. But how can you as a woman be that cheerleader without making him feel less than there of a man?
She can still do that.
Not with the rap career on the line.
But I'm just saying, but like period, like and for me in my past, like my ex-husband had a professional
Say that though, Jeff.
top tier career.
Yeah,
and it happened. And so and we had great communication at that moment, definitely in that moment. And so, but at the same time, I was very cognizant of delivery, how to say it, when I'm getting up to go to work, not making you feel bad that you're not walking out the door with me at the same time.
Well, let me tell you something.
But okay,
Let me tell you something. A man looking like I like all y'all answers. A man looking for the loyalty that she say, like that's real. We looking for business ideas to make us greater than what we are, because we're a team. You know what I'm saying? But like we looking for more of the motivation to build us up. Like even if we got bad criticism, tell us, Joe, that shit ain't going on no more. You 45 years old. You can't rap. You gotta be
Well,
blunt.
I would never date a 45-year-old rapper.
Well, I'm just saying, you can't be, listen, and if that's his dream, that's his dream. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, if that ain't for you, you gotta let him know in the gate. You can't be shy with it. You know,
they gotta be gentle with it.
We listen, I'm keeping 100. Men like me tell me really like what it is.
We talking about us.
I'm talking about me.
That's what I'm saying. We do. We do. But we talking about them.
I'm gonna need both parts. Like, I'm gonna need you to lie to me and tell me everything gonna be all right, and I do mean lie.
But that ain't lying.
But I'm gonna need you to motivate me around this motherfucker. But watch what you say. That's why I need her.
That's what I'm saying.
See, I need her to be like, baby, everything gonna be all right. But I need you to keep it regal with me and to wake me up out the twilight zone.
Right, no, I'm doing your resume and sending
So
we need two.
So that's why we
There you go
You
again.
feeding into it, bro. You feeding into it with that. He feeding into it, man.
No, but they both had two different.
No, they didn't. It's just how you approach
She did
it.
say she was gonna be stumped down, and she told me she didn't know what she was gonna tell me.
And that's why he's saying that his famous thing is.
She said, "I don't know how I can tell him the truth." That's what she said.
I don't know.
Ask her.
Because
But she said she'll be loyal with me while I go through my ego situation. Now,
But you said you want her to lie. She not saying lie. She said we don't have
well,
time
she is
for
lying
that.
to me while she calling me because she ain't allowed me to build myself.
lying. You don't think it's gonna work out?
Listen.
You a drunk person anyway. It's gonna work out.
Right. I can't lay down forever. I do need a little bit of that. But I do need her to give me the strength to get back up again.
But that's
now,
not
maybe
a lie.
I said it the wrong way.
Yeah, okay.
But see,
Maybe
for me,
it is.
personality-wise, and Reggie can attest, I'm very sarcastic. And so sometimes my sarcasm can come off very nonchalant.
Oh, you be hurting me.
But not on purpose. Like, this is one of my best friends. This is one of my best friends, and we've had very candid conversations where it's moments when he's needed me and I've needed him. And I've not always been as warm as the other people, other women that he could other friends that he can go to. It hasn't been warm. I'm like, gee, get your shit together.
But
Put
that ain't
your big boy
sarcastic.
draws on.
But that ain't sarcastic
At
though.
times it is.
So I think basically what it is that as men, I'm not speaking for all men, of course, but I'm thinking that men need a balance, right? Men need someone that's going to push them, but also be understanding to the situation, right? Because it's the situation that you laid out. If I'm used to being a breadwinner, I'm used to taking care of my home, and all of a sudden I get laid off and I come home, I don't need you to be like, well, damn, nigga, the bills still got to be due. What you gonna do? You see what I'm saying? It's a balance, and I think that's what gets lost in the sauce sometimes. As a man, we have such a protector mentality, provider. You know, we taking out the trash. You not coming home. If you come home late at night, I'm looking outside the window. I'm coming out there to make sure. You see, it's a type of move.
And we forgot one thing too. What happened to the educated woman too? We want an educated woman too. Like I'm keeping 100. A man don't want nobody who just, like, this is okay. You just graduated out of high school. It's cool. But like, if you haven't furthered your education, and we trying to further our career together, or further our business together, like it ain't gonna work unless we get more educated on what we're trying to do. So if she come in the game, that's why I say, what are y'all bringing to the table? So if you bring in, I'm a high educated woman, you know what I'm saying? That's what a real man need. Like, that's real.
Hold on, because it's a lot of women with degrees who ain't doing nothing with them. They just got them.
No, I'm not just saying a degree. I'm just saying educated. You see what I'm saying? I'm not just saying you can be educated without a degree.
I feel you. Okay.
Well, let me say this, man. First of all, if we do our homework and you read stuff like the Kissinger report, you'll find out it was already planned for this stuff to even take the way it happened anyway. You know what I'm saying? The Kissinger report was in 1974. Henry Kissinger introduced it to the U.S. Who was it? Gerald Ford put it in the policy in 1975. They talked about, defertilizing the women or cutting down population rate. One of the main things they talked about in stopping the population rate was they talked about how they was going to, literally, this is in the report, it's a 123-page report, got it at home. One of the things that they talked about on there was how they was going to lessen the education of women. It's said in this report, in this U.S. policy, lessen the education of women, but they was going to increase their wages. You say, well, how did that depopulate the world, help depopulate the world? Well, easy, because if you got more women working, feeling like they're independent, they don't feel like they need no man to take care of them. So guess what? Now sex becomes social. So they're not making as many babies as they would if they were just in the house, dealing with the house. Then when the man come home stressed, he lay with her, they have more kids. Now she out at work. And then they go all into the food. We can go long time discussion on this report, but that's one of the things they talked about as far as which leads to what she was saying about now you got a woman who got her own business, who got this, so now she looking for certain things from a man. In actuality, what makes a man even more greater than most things is when a man has a woman that's willing to be submissive to him. Because when a woman is submissive to him and got his back, he feels like a king, even if he at his lowest point. If he at his lowest point, if a woman still submit to him, he feels like a king. That go from everything, whether you're in the bedroom. He may not perform that good in the bed today. You say, baby, that's all right, because I already know what you could do. That's going to make him feel even better. Tell me I'm not lying. That's the truth. So when you got a woman that's going to be there for you at your lowest point, when you down telling you pick your head up, king, like, I got you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we going to work this out. It's good. That's not a lie. That's just her doing her part as a help me. I'm not here to help you go down. I'm here to help you come up because we won. And that's what a man needs. Somebody that's going to be there to support him, his dreams. That's one of the worst things women do. A man that has dreams and aspirations, and they'll throw him away because his dreams and aspirations haven't come to fruition. We just saw that with Christian Wood. Wasn't that Christian Wood? On Houston Rockets. He just was balling. We just saw that with him. The girl left him, and then he got a multi-million-dollar contract. What, a week later? I don't even think it was a week later.
But why do you think?
But that was blessings, though.
Why do women like feel the need to leave a man when they don't believe in? And that's actually big, because that's happened to me. When they don't believe in his vision, they don't see what he sees, so they feel like they got to get away. Why do you think? Well, ladies, of course you probably ain't been through this, but why do you think women leave a man that has a lot of potential but is not where she wants him to be right now?
Okay, so for me, this go back into the whole, like, say for instance, like you said, when a man lose their job.
Yeah.
See, that's why I said it's the motivation. Now, if he lose his job and in your head you just like, okay, I got to just let him have his moment, that's the problem. You let him have his moment and now he got too stuck in that moment. Then you not happy. Now you not happy instead of the motivation. Babe, yeah, I know you lost your job, but come on, plan A, B, and C. You don't let him soak in that moment. That's going to destroy both of y'all. Not just him. It's going to destroy both of y'all. No, don't let him soak in that moment. You give him his moment. You give him his moment that day. But guess what, baby? Tomorrow is a new day. And we about to do this.
Shout out to young Shay. All the women out here in the world. Shout out to Shay.
Shout
Shout out to Shay.
Like for real, like since you said that, like what are like far as like financial, because we always throw that to the side, like that really don't matter.
It don't matter.
You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna make it matter today.
Okay.
So what is the financial like the stake? Like, can a man make 50,000 and be with you, or he gotta make like a 75 to 100,000?
That's gonna be a whole nother one right there.
Me personally, I don't have no standard on what a man makes. Like I said, I'm
so
here.
He can just cut grass and be with you?
If that's my soulmate, then we're gonna cut grass together.
We're
gonna get this business. We're gonna get this. So I'm gonna turn your cutting grass into see, my thing is motivation. I'm here to motivate you. I'm going to turn your cutting grass out, pull it out the thing. No, we finna turn this into a business.
You say we're gonna cut grass together.
What about you, Candace? What is it, like 50,000?
Candace look like she ain't cutting no grass.
Y'all laughing, but my grass line, his wife was cutting with him first when he first started cutting my line.
That's funny.
I'm not
Cutting
cutting no
no more though.
You ain't cutting no grass.
I'm gonna motivate you all day
Can
long.
a man have a Popeye job and be with you?
Great
He can.
question.
He can be with you?
He can.
He can work at Popeyes.
He can.
Okay.
The thing is, I feel like the women who have the requirement of a man to make all that money, I'm not a materialistic person. So like all the buying bags and shoes, and that's not gonna do nothing for me. Okay. I don't even wear purses, but I read, so you can buy me books. Like that, shit like that. You know, it's not.
Look at y'all. Okay. Yana, what you got?
Yana? Can he wash cars and be with you?
Yeah. Okay. But I'm gonna have somebody else too.
Okay, so
that's why they sit next to each other. That's why they
gotta go to a commercial break around.
That's why they sit next to each other.
Like, can we do a sponsor or something like?
Why I say that is that where I'm at career wise, I'm probably gonna make more than
Popeyes.
No, I know for certain I make more than Popeyes.
I'm just saying, we just use Popeyes.
Right, I like Popeyes. So I want you to bring the food home. I do. I love it. I want you to bring it home when you get off work.
Ain't no cutting grass for us.
If you cut grass, please clean up before you, because I'm allergic to that. So I need you to get yourself together. But for me, when it comes to finance is very important.
It is.
On top of my 3 kids, 1 is in college. That's an expense for me. My son goes to private school. That's $1,000 a month expense for me. Baby girl. Her expense is not there. But for me, anything that we're doing is a finance. You have to date me. You're gonna spend over $100 on a date.
So you saying me cutting grass? Like, I understand you went up your bank account because that's your kid finance. But
if we're cohesive.
Wait, hold on a second.
If we're together, all of these speculations are if we're together. I don't ask anybody.
So now we done did division around here. So like if we dating together, then I inherit your finances.
Yeah, I inherit your finances.
Yeah, and your bad credit.
And you're right. Everything, it comes together. This is where we are. If we are together in a relationship,
right?
There is never a time where you can't ask me, babe, Lil Johnny need school uniform. I'm going to go on my Amazon Prime, get Johnny's uniforms, prime them to Johnny Mama house. So on the first day of school, Johnny's going to have uniforms. Why? Because that's a reflection of us as a group. Our relationship is a group. And so I'm holding you down financially, but at the same time, I can't necessarily do the Popeyes thing because we're not on the same level.
So she's saying she's going to date, but she's going to cheat.
Let me ask you a quick
question. I don't cheat.
You said somebody on.
Because at hello, I'm telling you, I can't do this one-on-one.
So let me ask you this. Okay, so let me ask you this. You get paid salary or about an hour?
Salary.
Okay, so let's just say $8,000 a month raise, would that benefit you?
For me?
Yeah. Would that be nice?
Yeah, sure.
So $8,000 a month would be nice as a rent.
72,000.
Yeah.
What about $5,000 a month?
I mean, anything extra is good.
Okay. So if anything extra is good.
But you're also a finance. Just because you bringing it in, you still got stuff coming out your pocket.
That's why I said.
If you coming in with your 5,000, you still got your.
Wait, I didn't say coming in. I didn't say coming in with 5. I said with $5,000. It's the reason I said 5, and that's why I asked for 7 first.
I also don't submit for money neither.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying we talking about the finances.
Right. They're a requirement. So a requirement for you, and you say $5,000 extra is good. I asked you 7 first because the other 2 may be all that he need as his expenses for the month, but the other 5 go to you. But I don't want you to trick that 5 at me.
No, I'm not saying trick it at you.
No, because it'll happen.
You. All right, but I'm not asking you.
I want you to be able to put that in something.
I think she
now
about
watch this. Now watch this.
Yeah.
Now you say. Now watch this. Right. So you say, and this is why I'm talking about the motivation and why it's much better. Because you say you make more than Papas. No, you make more than Papas. The person who cooked chicken at Papas. You know, it's more than the person who owns Papas. So check this out.
True,
So
but
it may be.
I would not. I wouldn't even.
Now,
this about to sound like the most bougie bitch statement. What
Say it.
Bougie bitch. I'm not even gonna date you.
But check this out. But you business minded, right?
You want a good person.
You business.
I can't date you because you smell like chicken when you come home every day.
So you don't want no good person.
Then can I finish making my point?
It's not good for me. He good for her. She motivate. I'm out here on the streets.
You business minded, right?
I want to hook her up.
Hold on. You business minded, right?
I am for me.
So if you business minded, so the opposite. This is what they saying is like. You may meet a person who work at Papas, but you don't know his dreams and aspirations. It's good to talk with people, become friends with them first before you decide to be with them. Now, say this same person is looking into owning his own Papas.
Talk to him, right?
You know what I'm saying? All along, you could be, if you business minded, you can help him do that. He already got the connect because he just worked at Papas, but that's not his plan.
She said she didn't want to.
It don't even take long to do it. It don't take long. I got a cousin.
No, I'm not
Listen, my cousin. Wait, hold on. My cousin just opened up 2 chicken shacks, 2 Chicago chicken shacks, a franchise from Phoenix, Arizona. He just did this, and he did that in less than 3 months. You can't, and boom, you can't tell me that takes that much time. So you will sacrifice that when this took him 3 months. It could have took him 3 months to get a Popeyes because he already got the connection. He just needed somebody businessman to inspire him and motivate him. But because
this is why I go back to like me. I'm 34.
Right.
I haven't been like that many relationships. Never been married, cause that's the thing. I can meet my soulmate, Papa's man, soulmate next year. Like you said, in 2 months we can own them. And guess what? Then we can be married for the next 50 years. I ain't been marriage after marriage or relationship after relationship after relationship. No, because I found the right man.
That's the key
to
word.
Motivate.
You was 34.
And to build
at
Papas.
I want to ask Grant a question.
Okay.
Grant, if you were single, at the age you is now,
yep, I'll be 42 in 5 days.
Would you date a woman working at Popeyes?
I sure could.
Okay.
Now you know you dangerous asking me that because see I survive. I live off of faith. I live what I believe in.
Live off chicken.
I live off.
Wait. It's a silly question because
I got faith.
I don't think a man we don't put no qualifications.
No, we don't do that. We really don't do that.
So like our job is to care for her.
Yeah.
So why would we rate what she do?
Okay,
and we are
so
fucking 3.
You know what I mean?
So let me hop in real quick because, like I said, this man, look, I feel like it's so much has been said, so many jewels and gems have been said about this topic that everybody that's listening, you can take something from this topic or what anybody said here and apply it to your life. Are you being realistic or are you being more logical when it comes to dating and looking for a spouse and things like that, right? We're going to take a little bit of a twist because grind. About that time.
It's about that time. Shout out to the plug.
Shout out to the plug.
And we just want to shout out those that make it possible for us to be here as we keep going forth with the TOTB show. And we give honor and thanks to Moolah Monster himself.
Yes.
Man,
yes.
get up on, if you ain't up on it, get up on the Moolah Monster clothing brand where you get the finest
stuff
and update fashions. All right?
Sir.
Also, our brother podcast, Reggie, moving forward, Non-Society Podcast. Check them out.
Juicy.
Follow them. I'm talking about for the latest and greatest on hot relationship topics, more so than anything. Now,
Salute.
I chime in sometimes, but not all the time.
Okay. Take that kitchen
It's
out.
traffic. It's traffic.
The traffic be kind of rough up in there sometimes. But check, especially if you're single, man, always be on it. And then also, man, if you ain't up on it, man, check out Holy Grind. Look up the album Blood Reflect
Most
by
definitely.
Holy Grind. Y'all gonna get that. Look up the new single Till It Comes. Man, I promise you won't be disappointed. If you're looking for something that inspire you, talking about real life and all the time, glorifying God, man, check me out. Holy Grind, Blood Reflect.
Sure
Right?
is.
Shout out to the plug.
Shout out to the plug. Shout out to the plug. Okay, so before we sign off, of course, y'all know we can't sign off without doing a special segment that is trending, actually, around the nation. And to the guests, we have a segment that we do called What's in That Bag?
Hey.
What's in that bag, ladies and gentlemen? Of course, you viewers already know this is something that we talk about, right? What's in that bag is I bring up a situation and everybody on the platform can comment if it's something in that bag. If ain't nothing in that bag, you ain't got nothing to say. I'm out of that. They ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't want to speak on that, et cetera, okay? Y'all kind of get it?
But remember, if you ain't got nothing in that bag, you can't.
Don't.
Okay.
Ain't got nothing to do with you.
Everybody understand? We good? Okay. So here's the situation. Now I want everybody to take a turn briefly before we sign off and just, if you have something to say, you say it. If not, you pass it on. Now, there's a situation with a young man. He's married to his wife. He has kids by another woman before his wife, of course. The young man told his wife, baby, my baby mama and my child, they're homeless. Something happened to their house. They ain't got no place to stay. I need them to come stay with us.
Hold on.
Would, as a man, would you let your child's mother and the child come live with you and your wife? And as a woman, would you have something to say about his baby's mom and his child coming to live with you? If it's ain't nothing in that bag, ain't nothing in that bag.
Go for nothing in that bag. You know, unfortunately, my son gonna have to do the best he can, and him and his mother, you know, they can't come stay with me and my new family.
Okay.
You know, I love my kids. You know, I'm gonna pray for them. You know, send them some numbers and stuff, but they can't come to that new house. So ain't nothing in that bag.
Ain't nothing in that bag. Okay,
Right.
There it is. Shay, what you got?
I don't got nothing in that bag neither.
What?
Hey, best wishes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Candace.
I have actually been in that situation.
Okay. There it is.
So, my fiance, his baby mama told him that she had to leave where she was staying, and the only way she could do that is if she left out of town, which would mean taking his kids away from him.
Mm-hmm.
So he approached me with the situation and basically was like, the only thing I can do is either put her up in an apartment, which I can't afford to do, or they live here, which he knew was not going to work with me and her because we have literally fought in the street.
Oh, man.
So I made the choice to walk away from the situation because the fact that you even bringing it to me lets me know what you want to do. So I walked away from the situation.
Hold on.
I want to
That
say
guy
that.
is a real nigga. Let me tell you why.
Wait till they get to you.
No, I just want to tell her. Listen. No, sometimes we can be like, we can take, like, he really was honest with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, when it comes down to, you know, a baby mama, you know, we want to see our kids, you know, cool. We ain't trying to see them out in the streets. You know, and if I got a girl, she gotta like compromise with me. We gotta figure something out. You can't just leave. What you leaving for?
But the problem with that was, number one, that's not what it was. She had somewhere else to go. It was just a dig at me. That's what that was. And then later on found out they were still dealing with each other.
Oh, yeah.
That's what that was.
Okay. Well, Yana, what you got? Something in that bag?
You know something in that bag.
Okay.
If I am the godmother of my ex-husband's 3 children after me, if my babies needed somewhere to stay, they coming with me. They mama coming with me, cause at the end of the day, in my situation, baby daddy, she helped my kids too. And so we just gonna be one happy blended family, and I still got the master bedroom, and they gonna have to figure out the living room and all of that stuff. But but that's just, my kids are older, but like, yeah, I would definitely.
So you said we could come, we could really stay.
Come on.
Won't he do it?
But now here we go. When you stay, it's gonna be a timeline to how long you can stay. Y'all can stay here for these 2 months. Get yourself together, because 2 months is not paying rent. Because my rent gonna be paid if you here or not. This gonna give you 2 months to save up your 1,100 or 1,300, however much you pay. You gonna look to pay for. They give you 2 months worth. That's your security deposit, first month's rent, and maybe a moving truck. So in these 2 months, now you and your kids can go.
Moolah, what you got?
No, ain't none of that bad, because extra people is extra mess. That's just really how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't hear, my baby mama bring her best friend around. You know what I'm saying? And my baby was like a baby, like newborn, and she stuck a little pacifier thing on her chest and shit. And I was like, Joe. And it stuck to, you know what I'm talking about, like a little pacifier. And it kind of like stuck to her and shit. I guess she didn't know about what's going on. But I was like, Joe, get her ass up out of here. She had one mistake, Joe. Like, really, get her ass on. I can't do it. I can't do that. But when I go out now, she got a friend to kick it with and shit in the house. So.
Holy grind. Grind.
Bill, we gonna need to run the tape back real quick. Come on, Brian.
All right, I'm gonna be
Go ahead,
honest.
bro.
I'm gonna be honest. I say now, no.
Okay.
Because my kids old enough to they come to me themselves. At the time, it happened to me before, and it's a little bit different. So my daughter was living with me, and she was about 8, 9 years old at the time, and her mother got kicked out, and her grandmama kicked her mom out because I wouldn't let her grandmama claim my daughter on her taxes. So she threw all her stuff outside her house. But I take care of my baby.
Yeah.
I told her, you got a job? You claim it. And now my mama, we ain't got to talk no more. This conversation over. So they kicked her out her house. My baby came to me crying. She stayed around the corner from me. My baby come home crying. I'm talking about boo. I'm like, what? So I'm told down. She 21 now. But at the time, like I said, I was like crushed. I'm looking at my baby. I'm talking about sobbing. And I wasn't even the man of God I am today. So I went to my fiance at the time. I say, look, my baby mama, I'm get kicked out the house. It's cool with you if I bring her up and to stay. I said she can stay in the basement. She gonna stay upstairs though with my other kids, cause I had 4. She was like, it's up to you. I said, she was like, you just letting her stay. I said, I got a whole plan for her. I literally sat down and said, how much your check is, this and that. I said, listen, I'm gonna help you. I said, I need you to save this much up every month. You need to give me this every month. When we get to 6 months, I'm gonna match whatever you get. And then you got to go.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Then you got to go. So I did. Didn't work because after 2 months, she ain't give me no more money.
Well, damn. Okay.
She ain't give me no more money. Not to mention, she had 2 kids with her. She had 1 at the time that wasn't mine.
Right.
You know what I mean? They was younger than my dog.
Oh, you stand up.
So thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
So I did it, but now my son's 16. That's the only one I got that outside that he can come with me. I'm sorry, but she couldn't come stay with me.
That's big. So what I'll say is I'll give my little 2 cents before we sign off. Okay. Now, if of course my sons, they live in Iowa, right? A whole different state. I can't be the day to day, to see what's going on and everything like that. But if I got a call from my son and said, Dad, our house burned down and we don't have no place to stay, without questioning, if I'm married, I'm gonna drive on my wife. Hey, look, this will happen. I need them here. We'll talk about figuring out everything else after that, but mines need to be here. Now, of course, when they come, because I'm all about family. Me, my wife, and my baby mama gonna sit at that table and we're gonna be like, look, I'm not about to pull my baby mama to the side and be like, okay, look, you need to do this. No, me and my wife gonna look, God damn it, what's the plan? You see what I'm saying? I think what's lost in the sauce sometimes is that blended families don't communicate together. it's always the husband talking to the baby mama alone. It's not, you know what I'm saying? So it has to be like
because women are bitter.
That's what
so.
That's a lot of times.
That's a whole nother.
The majority are, and that's why mine is like that now, because of the bitterness and the antics that went on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That
Absolutely. Because in those situations, if it's really about having somewhere to stay for your kids, me as a parent, if my child had to go live with his father, go ahead.
Come on,
and then
now.
I'm gonna get myself together. You stay with your other parent while I get my shit together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of baby mamas not gonna do that. If I can't come, my kid can't come. Goofy shit like that.
Cause flip it.
That's because they're not necessarily over the man, or better yet,
But it's bitter.
Or better yet, the man,
whatever
that they
you want to
had,
call
but
it.
it was their turn to be this person's mate. Is not the man that this new chick got.
Man, well, just flip it. If she was somebody and me and my kid together and our house burned down and she was somebody, I bet my husband ain't finna say, yeah, bro, you can come on up in here and stay. Come on, man. Come on. All right. Listen, you can take my son or my daughter with you and I'll get myself together.
Yeah, that's how it should
You know what
be.
I'm saying?
But you know what, though? Y'all never know what y'all might have in common. Because both of y'all love him. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day.
One love.
Now we back to two now. Now we back to
thinking
two.
outside the box.
Now you seeking sister wife.
That's
Now
the thinking
we back
outside
to
the box
two.
comment.
No.
So what we gonna
We
do?
ain't got that much in common.
Before we go even crazier, we are about to sign off, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank everybody, of course, for tuning in, commenting, and sharing and liking and everything like that. This is a great episode. Once again, before we sign off, ladies, guys, let's get them a hand. Like, thank you guys for coming on this show, man.
Thank you.
Shay, tell people one more time, where can they find you at?
Shay, Instagram, Shay0207, Facebook, just Lashay.
There it is. Candace, where you at?
Facebook, Candace. Instagram, again, do not judge me. Forever_Shanana.
That's funny as hell.
Shut up, Shay.
Yana, where you at?
I am on Instagram at Perfection is You. Instead of a C, it's a K. Instead of an S, it's a Z. And then instead of the U, it's a letter U. I am a personal shopper, a fashion stylist, and a closet organizer. So hit me up. I do guys stuff too. I'm working on Reggie some stuff.
She got to get me together, man.
In the mix and stuff.
Perfection.
Like
Thank
you.
Man, your inner perfections. You perfect the way you are.
She dope too, man. Y'all better go follow her and check her out, man. B Scholar, man. Tell them where can they find you at.
Black_Scholar00. Salute to the TOTB.
You know it. Moolah, man.
Moolah Monster Collections on Instagram. Check me out.
You know it. Holy Grind.
At Holy Grind on Instagram, Holy Grind -H Grinds. S is a Z on Facebook.
There it is. Of course, I'm Reggie Move Forward. You can find me at the Knot Society on Instagram and Reggie Move Forward on Facebook. I want to say, ladies and gentlemen, this has been a great show, but the main message is when it comes to dating and longevity and compatibility and, you know, things that you have, you know, certain circumstances that you look for, sometimes we have to take a little step back to see, are we being realistic? Do we want longevity? Do we want someone that we can communicate with and build with and be a supporter, right? Think about your surrounding. Think about the person you're dating and are your expectations really realistic? We will see y'all next episode. Be sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and comment. YouTube, TOTB_show, and on NDTV Network, the Thinking Outside the Box podcast. And with that, we are Thinking Outside the Box. Next time, y'all.
See, things have come to head. Time out for Scared You Scared. Reroute today and follow us down Courage Lane. They cages in, break down the gates. We want all the smoke, like we chiefin' on a pound a day, but not talking intoxicating rage. Not this is far more tragic than what's comprehended. This has got to stop. I don't understand everything as a man. I'm authorized by God to make this petition. Believe it, especially when you hate and aim.